The facts matter.
Good morning, everyone. Virgo here. It is December 10th, 2019. Happy Tuesday to everyone. And I wanted to take a moment, since everybody had the opportunity to see on my channel yesterday. There was a link in the description of the video with regards to Sharon Tracy Gale, who was speaking to a MAC member, a Moorish American Consulate member. Actually, I think there were two of them. And I had a link in my description to a Facebook page that would allow you to actually see what the conversation was. Part of the reason that I wanted to draw the attention to that particular interview was, or not interview, but conversation rather, was number one, I wanted for you to hear the fact that there have been so many claims with regards to supposedly Sharon not being in jail, but hiding out somewhere, and supposedly she escaped, and all of the different lies that people out of MAC are telling you. But I also wanted you to be aware of all of the different motions or all of the different recordings that have been filed in court on the docket for Sharon. Sharon has filed these herself as she's representing herself pro se, and has been given a standby counsel, which I'm sure she will not utilize. Why is it that she won't utilize it? Well, quite frankly, this has been something that's been going around for a very, very long time. And due to that, this is just the way that it goes. You guys are all told, well, the people that are underneath MAC, that are part of the Moorish American national government, you're believing the gurus that are telling you that you can do things like argue personal jurisdiction, you can argue all kinds of different ways, and that you should not get an attorney, which is absolutely 100% false. Because representing yourself is a very, very bad idea in a serious situation when you're going up against fighting felonies, especially when they are more than one party that was arrested and is having to actually battle these with you. That makes it look like conspiracy on top of everything else. So there are a multitude of reasons why Sharon shouldn't be going forward and doing what she's doing, but it will not stop her. I can almost guarantee you that, because at this point, she feels she has something to prove, and she's still listening to a guru that has no real actually no education in law whatsoever. And I'm about to show you in one way how you guys get caught up in this. Now, I know there's a lot of you watching this channel, and that's why I'm hoping you'll take this very seriously. I'm about to show you proof of why you should not attempt to try to go up against the court with a lacking jurisdiction statement. And this channel is about factual information that can be backed up by sourced and verified information. So I'm going to be providing the links in the description or pinned to the top of the comment section, as I always do for all of my videos. And whether you like me or not, it matters not to me. My point is to try to keep as many of you out of trouble as possible. And whether you believe that or not really doesn't matter, because all of the facts are in the links that will be provided. Let's talk about personal jurisdiction, which is something that Sharon has already gone over many, many times on her docket, and she's filed different pieces of paperwork to try to claim that the court lacks jurisdiction. Personal jurisdiction is a court's jurisdiction over the parties to a lawsuit, as opposed to subject matter jurisdiction, which is jurisdiction over the law and facts involved in the suit. If a court does not have personal jurisdiction over a party, its rulings or decrees cannot be enforced upon that party. To the extent that the sovereign which has jurisdiction over the party allows the court to enforce them upon that party. A court that has personal jurisdiction has both the authority to the rule on the law and facts of the suit and the power to enforce its decision upon a party to the suit. In some cases, territorial jurisdiction may also constrain a court's reach, such as preventing hearing of a case concerning events occurring in or on foreign territory between two citizens of the home jurisdiction. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go over and I'm going to show you a case that should be very important for you all to look at. This case is Tyrese Taylor Bay versus the state of Indiana. Now, what you're going to find when you take a look at this is something that's going to provide you with a great deal of information pertaining to personal jurisdiction and other types of jurisdiction too. You see, Tyrese was actually somebody who decided to argue jurisdiction in the Court of Appeals of Indiana after he was found guilty. All right, so moving forward, this is very easy to read in layman's terms. It's not like having to go over and read the legalese out of a case. So that's why I'm presenting this. Tyrese Taylor was convicted. He now appeals, arguing that the court lacked jurisdiction based on his status as a Moorish American national and secured party creditor. Because the trial court had jurisdiction, we affirm, meaning that what the lower court decided on, the appeals court is saying we agree with the lower court. In March of 2012, the state charged Taylor Bay stemming from a 2004 shooting of Jesus Echeverria in Indianapolis. His case was filed in Marion Superior Court. Taylor Bay represented himself through the proceedings with the assistance of standby counsel. So virtually the same thing with the standby counsel representing himself pro se, etc., as you see that's going on with Sharon right now and many other Moors that are locked up, by the way. Shortly after the charge was filed, Taylor Bay filed a motion to dismiss the charge based on the status of him being a Moorish American national and secured party creditor. The trial court denied the motion as well as Taylor Bay's motion to reconsider. After Taylor Bay filed a plethora of other motions regarding his status and received numerous continuances, his jury trial was held in February of 2015. The jury found him guilty, and the trial had sentenced him to 65 years. Taylor Bay raises one issue on appeal. One, he contends that the trial court did not have jurisdiction. Indiana trial courts possess two kinds of jurisdiction: subject matter and personal. Subject matter jurisdiction is the power to hear and determine cases of the general class to which any particular proceedings belong. An Indiana court obtains subject matter jurisdiction through the Indiana Constitution or statute, which is listed right here. You can look at for yourself. Personal jurisdiction requires that appropriate process be effected over the parties. Let's see. Concluding that personal jurisdiction existed because KS was a Marion County resident who submitted himself to the authority of the court. As for subject matter jurisdiction, the charge against Taylor Bay was filed in Marion Superior Court. According to Indiana Code Section 3329.152, all non-standard superior courts, including Marion County Superior Court, have original and concurrent jurisdiction in all criminal cases allegedly committed in Marion County. All right, now I could go further. We could talk about the crazy stuff pertaining to the UCC. I'm not going to bother doing that because the truth is the UCC only has to do with commerce. It's not actually law. It's different in every single state, and a secured party creditor so-called status is not going to assist you with criminal court whatsoever. There's been nothing to prove that that would be the case in any way, shape, or form. And again, this is just a bunch of BS that you guys are being told. As is what you are hearing right now, the stuff that is going on between Taj Tariq Bey, the stuff that Sharon has told you guys, the stuff that Light Tajiri is telling you guys, all of these people are lying to you. There has been no cases, not one, 000 cases, and hundreds of other cases that have to do with the Moors. There have been 0 cases that have been won with regards to arguing jurisdiction. There have been 0 cases that have been won with regards to arguing that there is a secured party creditor has more rights than anyone else with regards to a criminal case. 0, none, Not any. On the other hand, there are hundreds, more like thousands, and I do have a video that will give you several, I'm talking 30, 40 different cases where these two arguments have been made. One, making the claim that they have no jurisdiction over you because of your quote unquote nationality. It's total malarkey. You could actually be a person that is from two different countries, dual citizenship from two different countries, not having to do with the United States. And guess what? You're under the jurisdiction of where the crime was committed. It doesn't matter. You could be a complete legal alien. You could be a complete illegal alien. You can claim that you're part of the Cherokee Nation. You can claim whatever you want to claim. The point is that if you commit a crime within a specific county, that county court has jurisdiction over you, period. It doesn't matter what your nationality is. Okay. Next, the next argument is arguing jurisdiction. Just plain out arguing jurisdiction. Once again, same thing. You commit a crime in a specific county, that county court has jurisdiction over you, period. End of story. So if any of what you actually are attempting to try to claim were actually true with regards to jurisdiction, you not being in a specific court's jurisdiction because of the fact that you have a nationality that is supposed to be superior to everyone else, and the main part of it being superior in your mind is because you are supposedly indigenous. But the rest of the world believes the Native Americans to be indigenous, and guess what? They don't have those rights either. The truth is that you do not get a get out of jail free simply because of your nationality. That would be absolutely ridiculous. You could run around murdering innocent children in that fact, and they wouldn't be able to touch you? I don't think so. See, the point here is that you're believing in something that is absolutely a pipe dream. It's never going to be real, and I hate to see so many of you falling because you believe it is real. Now, all of the different comments that have been left on my channel over the last couple of days have been very, very angry, and most of them have been so ugly and threatening that I haven't even been able to actually let them through for my main subscribers to even be able to read them. And that's an absolute shame. The biggest reason that's a shame is because you all claim your 5 principles to be truth, love, freedom, justice, etc. And you're not displaying any of that. I am running this channel to try to provide information to people who are victims of scams. Those of you that are following the Moorish American Consulate, and those of you who are following the Moorish American national government, are being lied to. And you're about to see how it pans out for people when they attempt to try these arguments. And if you don't believe me, just watch Sharon's trial. All you have to do is go take a look at her docket, and you're going to see that what she's doing is clogging up the court with some paperwork, and that's it. And unfortunately, what that does is drag her case down and keeps her where she is longer, instead of just getting to it and dealing with it. When you break the law, when you commit a crime, that county that you committed the crime in, whether you're from that county or not, that county holds jurisdiction. Her arguments are going to flatline, and they're going to flatline rapidly. And you're going to watch and see firsthand what happens to someone when they attempt to try these bogus arguments. So, if I were you, I'd pay close attention to the links that I post in the description of this video, because your gurus are lying to you. Why are they lying to you? They're lying to you because they want your donated funds. And if you just listen to what Sharon had to say in that recording from my video yesterday, the recording that's on Facebook, you'll hear her many, many times talk about donating in order to support your government. There is a link where you can donate off of Noble L's channel. There is a link where you can donate off of the majority of those who run the Moorish American Consulate and the federal government part that you guys claim to have. It's not recognized. And these gurus who are teaching you fraudulent means to try to clear up court cases, especially criminal ones, but even the civil ones, don't care about anything but getting your money. And if you just do the smallest amount of research on this, you'll see that what I'm telling you is true. All right, everyone, thank you for watching this and bearing with me with regards to this, especially those that already know this very easily, like the back of their hand, like the attorneys and judges and law enforcement officers and many other people that are a part of subscribing to the Virgo Triad channel. I know that a lot of you feel that it is not worth my time to try to reach these individuals, but I feel that it's important that I at least attempt it when I can. I would want someone to do the same thing for me if I all of a sudden was following a group of people that, for one reason or another, got me trapped up too. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.